didn't see them under the pressure of such a high-quality match as we're going to see in this one.
They've got another chance to prove themselves this, and the winner of this will go to the grand final to have another shot at those 3 rat-like creatures, and otherwise, if you lose, you're bound to go home.
Okay, let's go into this series as already, okay, let's go on that attack. Demoed away, RLCS. That should probably halt that attack, but no, a good read from Gon onto the defender there will keep them at least at this midfield line. They need to get past. It's AHA to get past now. Squiggly on that wall. Look, I gotta admit it, I kind of want to see AHA win this one, even just to see an interview with Squiggly. We saw so much of him in the first split. He's such a good personality to have on stream.
Or Ab's Crazy for the next match, because there's rivalry now between 3 rats and Ab's Crazy. Just isolated those two. It's an interesting story to see how these teams, and obviously there's going to be more storylines that develop the longer this goes on. It's bound to happen. We have such a high amount of players. You're sure you're not going to get along with everybody.
You're not indeed, but you know, it's actually interesting because I was talking to a player, Tank, earlier, who was talking about, you know, he really hopes that he can be a part of a team that just has absolutely no tilt in them, and he used Azure as an example. Hello? This is Azure, the BG coming out pointed out, but look, I think there's some good faith in that as well. I think that was mainly joke there, so from Maxu's side as well, but we will still see if they match up. In with a good chance, no goals. 2 minutes into this now.
It's all fun and games at the end, and they are all on the same level in regards of playing in the same competition. Ab's Crazy has an opportunity there. He's been relatively quiet, not being allowed that much space to make his mechanics work for him. Here, simple shot blue down the other end. That net is open, but to our kid, it's going to be tough.
Still opportunities. Okay, let's go. Are able to center that up, but the speed isn't there out of Gon just yet. Ab's Crazy beating him out. It's going to go to that corner, and already we are seeing exactly that these guys are as close as I was predicting they would be. Twitch chat, I don't know what's up with you guys. Maybe it was a narrow vote towards okay for all of you, but those numbers should definitely be reflecting more of a 50-50 kind of area. Right now, almost the first one to okay, let's go though. Proving you guys right, but not to be.
They're starting to mark their territory. At first it was, let's feel it out. Let's see how the opponent reacts to whatever we do. We don't want to be making any big mistakes and put ourselves in a slump. Ab's Crazy, he's coming out of that ditch to clear it away from the net.
Maybe we're going to see Ab's Crazy become the Kevin of this match on defense. Ab's Crazy, the shot though. Oh, it was top right corner, perfect placement, but just not the pace to beat out the defense. Squiggly, another attempt, but Blue gets it downfield.
I like that he didn't go for the double fake there, but I don't like that he didn't go for the double fake there. I like it because it's probably the better idea, but I don't like it because indeed it would have been content. It is basically an open net miss. Squiggly down the other end, wants to convert, but Blue stops it.
Look, I guess that's content, not the kind I'm looking for, though. RLCS, come on, man. You know RLCS is kicking himself over that, but it's that kind of mental game that's gotten okay, let's go into trouble before they have to overcome misses like that, even if they happen multiple times, as they did yesterday. RLCS now trying to push up, but it will be in the favor of AHA for possession.
There have been a few mistakes, but no crazy stuff as of this moment. Ab's Crazy trying to go for a shot, slightly pushed out wide. Blue, and for a similar kind of shot, they're just one-upping each other, playing a game of horse as it lands into the box. Squiggly with the clear.
A good clear away, actually. They can chase it up. Squiggly himself actually putting a shot on net. Probably should have looked for an opponent there. A teammate there. Did find the opponent.
I feel like that should have been a goal. To pass back into Ab's Crazy. We'll leap to the attack. Blue cleared it away for now. Claws. That's going to go for a pass onto Ab's Crazy.
Very, very close attempt, but we're looking at overtime, staring down the barrel of it with 3 seconds left, an attack forming for AHA last second, but overtime in our first match. This is as close as it gets.
This should be a picture of the rest of the series, or at least I hope.
Hopefully not on 0 goal.
Oh, there's no way, right? That the entire series stays on 0 goals.
Well, I mean, yeah, not possible, but we may well find other overtimes on 0 goals, and frankly, I hope that doesn't happen. These teams have to put each other under enough pressure to force mistakes, right? I mean, nobody is perfect. Not even the best player in the world is perfect. Put that pressure on.
It's not necessarily the mistakes that are lacking. There are mistakes. There are moments where you can capitalize, such as this. This could have been a capitalization, but Gun didn't read the Squiggly. We're missing it. Squiggly, this is going to be it. Dropping it straight into the balls of the beast, and Blue will strike.
And okay, let's go with by far less stats on the demo play there. Go for the physical play at the very least, even if they don't get that demo. Push them out of net, and it sinks in. Okay, let's go get the first game, but I have no doubt this is going to go back and forth here.
6 saves out of Blue as well, so that back and forth certainly going to be ensuing. Relatively quiet, I feel like. They were in the same scenario as they were against 3 Rats, where they have enough shots, but the accuracy is just far and beyond a gun.
Look, I mean, we've been looking at Misty a lot because he's been interviewed so often in this first split. However, the first regional, sorry, but we have to look at AHA having a coach there as well in Beastbound. There's been a bit of talk about Beastbound being quite the coach. Do you think this is maybe the battle of coaches?
It's about the players facilitate. I think coaches are more of a guidance, and if the players are very willing, then they'll adapt. I think I saw in OK Let's Go as well against 3 Rats that they were adapting, but Misty and Beastbound are certainly going to have a brain of some brainiacs trying to figure this match out.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's only so much you can do as a coach as well. You prepare your team as well as you can before they get into that match. Right now, it's up to the players. They have the pitch. They have the time on camera here now to show exactly what they've prepared for and how much they've been able to learn from their coaches. Right now, it's OK Let's Go coming out on top, but by the barest of margins.
Well, this is a good opportunity. Open net gun can't convert.
Are you joking?
No way!
The woodwork. OK Let's Go and the woodwork. What is the story here? They have some kind of relationship.
It was so open. It was so open. There was nobody home. He could have dribbled it. He could have done anything. Instead, he decides to miss. That is...
Decides. Oh, yeah. That's fair.
It feels like it. It feels like that was literally a situation of, you know what, I'm not scoring this. That's too boring.
You went an entire game without a goal last time and then had to take another few seconds to do it. You can't choose not to do that, but I understand what you're saying. AHA makes the choice themselves. It comes off of the post. This time, a little more forced, I think. Gone pushing upfield. Now trying to find that aggression for OK Let's Go, but there's the physical play from AHA.
There was space by Squiggly, but no possession of boost, and then Abs Crazy pops one through unexpected.
Yeah, I mean, not perfect rotations from OK Let's Go here, but I don't think they were expecting Abs Crazy to be near that midfield position, take that as a pass and just send it long. It was a brave play. Certainly he had to know that he had that option of the long play for that goal, and he's taken it very well.
I think Gon was pretty close to the play, and Blue was behind him. Blue expected Gon to go as soon as Gon didn't. Blue tried to back down. It's an entire scenario that you can put down to just off rotation. Squiggly going in aggressively. Abs Crazy wants to bring the game to Rapoop. He brought it, delivered it, signed and sealed. Squiggly tries to go on.
Gone sent to the sidewall, might actually be able to get onto that. No, it will go to blue. Out to the midfield. Rapoopy taking the long shot this time. Sent away by Abs. Crazy shots abound in this match. And one goal much earlier than last time, but it is still only one goal. Trying to make two. Oh!
Well, that net is still open. Gone through the smokes. He jumps like a phoenix rising from the ashes. That's also what OK Let's Go need to do. Blue taking an interesting approach at starting up an attack.
Rapoopy again, finding those touches we were talking about last time and just being a nuisance. Even when he can't get it downfield. Gon can get it downfield into that corner. He can also get it centered. Rapoopy, an opportunity. Gon tried to find the bump, but mid-air and out of boost, it was too tough to find.
Just crossed half-time. And Abstrazy up to the backboard. Doesn't even get halfway to reaching that one again. No boost to play with as Clawsy wants to set up an attack. Rapoopy prevents any of that happening.
Gone up for Rapoopy as well. Misreading it, possibly just because he was out of boost there. And now Clawsy, the musty to try and get that forward, but it would have had to be Abs Crazy's play, and the play was not available for him.
How was that not a demo? It might not matter. Squiggly now down the other end. Gun in a tough position. He manages to clear himself out of that conundrum.
Rapoopy chasing it up. The 50 on Clawsy. Nearly able to secure them some sort of setup there. There's the setup. Blue doesn't miss it this time around. And 1-1 the series goes. We are again kind of starting to consider the scenario of another overtime here.
96 seconds. It's more than likely. It's a very low-scoring game. Their attack is still in this sprouting phases where they don't want to overcommit whatsoever, and that's maybe also the advice that they got from their coach. Just, okay, look, you're overcommitting too much in attack, so try and start it up from the defense. Make sure that that is cleared up first, and then start adapting to that offensive rotation.
I agree with you entirely, but if you're saying it's likely we go to overtime because of the pace the game has been going off, then that's saying that we're not going to see another goal out of AHA until, what, 3/4 of the way through the next match? I really hope that isn't the case. Okay, pushing up with Gon there, unable to get it.
Clawsy up against Gon, 1v1. Gon just buying time for his team and for that boost to spawn. 10 seconds is the time on that. Blue, a rapid pass, a laser across the pit for Rapoopy. Misses it.
Oh, Gon!
Down the other end. Up high. Map's crazy. Blue still continuing the attack.
Abs Crazy doesn't really have the control to get this out. The fake there goes to the buck. That's a good play out of OK Let's Go. I don't know if it was off of a mistake or if this was planned, but it worked out so well because of rotation, because of Rapoopy making good use of his positioning after that point in time. What a goal, but there has been issues on field, clearly, because we have a pause here, technical pause on field.
Oh no. Now, of course, you're going to get that situation of, is it going to be counted?
No.
Is it not? Because I don't think it is.
It's not. We're hearing it's not.
Yeah, we're in game. They asked for the pause, then they scored about 10 seconds later. So it's unfortunate, but I think we're going to go back to a 1-1 scenario.
Well, 1-1, 40 seconds left to go is where we're going to restart when this comes back. And that is still a tough scenario for everybody. It's looking like everybody may need a little bit of a reset here. Now, the question is, can they remember where they were on field?
I reckon they're going to start from kickoff. There's no way they're going to try and find their exact positions or whatever.
Well, we did have that though. We had a big pause. I think it was day one, and they came back, and the goal was almost in on the pause. The defender didn't know where he was. It was accepted anyway. I don't think the team had any issues with it. The chances of them saving it was very, very unlikely. But it has happened. There is precedent for this.
Yeah, I love the reaction out of OK Let's Go. Absolutely no argument against it. Just accepting the call and thinking, you know what? Yes, this is fair. We'll start again. We'll get it. And 40 seconds remain. We do have another kickoff. No goal. 1-1, and an overtime is likely still.
Yeah, I think as long as they've got to go back in time, you absolutely have to. The pause was called, as you said, just before the goal went in, and so we will be resetting to that point in time. Oh, pausing again. There's some internet issues here. Yeah, we're seeing it on the side of Abs Crazy there.
Yeah, get pranked. Imagine falling for that. I knew it was happening.
Are we resetting to 40 now that we're at like 39.8?
Yeah. Please. Otherwise, it's unfair.
Yeah. Deeply unfair. Look, we're looking at this. There are some inconsistencies with internet problems within Asia. Unfortunately, look, Abs Crazy isn't one of the people that normally has any issues with internet, so this is a weird one.
It's odd, but sometimes it just spikes out of nowhere. I've had those as well. Usually at the most important part of the game as well, which is great, of course, when your internet starts acting up. But do you know what happened yesterday in EU? Obviously, the qualifiers are going on there, and since we've got a little bit of time while everything is getting sorted. There was a team, they were qualifying for day 3, and somebody joined with like 30 seconds remain, and they had to restart, and they lost. They were up by 2-0.
That's devastating. That's absolutely devastating.
This just goes to show the necessity of admins. Shout out to the admins.
Absolutely. Shout out to everybody in production. I mean, we get seen and people hear our voices, and so there's a bit of praise thrown around occasionally. Not enough, I'd argue, but the staff work tirelessly in the background, even when tournaments aren't running. They're setting stuff up. So yeah, big shout out to everybody there. We are remaking the match entirely, trying to solve some of these issues, and we will be back in as quickly as possible.
However long that is, we of course don't know, but you know what? If you have a fun topic, Gex, you want to bring up, that is something that you've always wanted to talk about, because we can start talking about the game, we can continue repeating points the entire time, but it's not really going to bring any...
do you want me to go back to Scrabble? No, I'm joking. I'm not going to bring up Scrabble on stream. Is that exciting to you?
It's becoming big, though. Like Scrabble or something. I see a lot of people posting it on Twitter.
Everybody plays Words with Friends. That's the only one that I've seen everybody playing as Words with Friends all the time.
My dad has been in a 3-year Word Feud game with my ex's mother.
That's
the situation I'm in, mate. Yep.
Yeah, that's an awkward one. Are you like mediating the matches? Are you the admin there?
Yeah. No allowed. That's out of
yeah,
pocket.
we're pausing, going back to 40 seconds.
Yeah, resetting the letter and looking up dictionaries.
All right, get your tiles back on field, or we're going again. Here we go. But yeah, no, we do have another lobby set up, and we will be back into that one shortly. So you don't have long to wait. Is the good news there? I think. Look, we have seen this be exactly the series so far that we were expecting. This is so close. And with this reset, I'm wondering if maybe we'll see something different out of the teams. It is a big cool-off period.
Oh, no. All the stats are gone, of course, because, well, remaking the server. Bass, don't cry. It will be all right. Yeah, no, it's always that little speed bump that you hit. You're nicely cruising, and all of a sudden you...
You what, sorry? Yeah, that's the one. That's the exact one. The speed bump or the people going over it? Because I'm sure the speed bump is something like, ah!
I always hope it's a speed bump, but what we have finally hit is this game. 1-0, 40 seconds kickoff yet again. That
was the stupidest thing that's ever been done on stream, I'm sure, but me just screaming as I cosplay a speed bump. It's, yeah. Going forwards, chances. Okay, let's go. Starting really hot off the mark. We did start back at that 40-second mark, 1-1, and still staring down the barrel of that overtime like we were talking about. Maybe that trend is going to continue. Maybe we won't see another goal scored until caught away through the next game after whoever wins this one, but it has to touch ground first. One more chance. Clausey sends it high. Blue will find the ground, surely.
Losing 2 overtimes in a row is something mentally doesn't want to happen to them. I don't want to say they can't afford it because they seem very strong mentally, but they could end it right here. Clausey with a simple shot. Blue, thus, with a routine save.
Coming downstairs now, looking for the basement of the goal, and it's not happening. Blue, a good tap down, but Gon wasn't quite ready for it. You actually saw him turn on the communication there, so it's good to see OK has that communication, but some plays just aren't doable, and that one got away from them. They are still able to set up again, though. It
seems like they kind of lost their mojo. Their team play is a bit far out in this lane. This counter-attack, it could be set up nicely. Pass across the pitch. Clausey, that was a miss from the defense. Clausey did not expect it.
And there was an open net opportunity there. Had the very, very tough, admittedly, redirect from that position worked, they would have been away and evening up this series. Abs Crazy pushing it forward. One chance, the redirect was going to come off the backboard anyway, but it's put wide by Blue, who's going to chase it up. Now Rapupi does get a good 50, lands with the ball. The flick is huge over the top of Abs Crazy, and Clausey will have to put it down to a teammate to continue that defense away from their net.
Abs even pre-jumped in, still got clear by a mile. Squiggly, no boost, that's so unfortunate. A position that find themselves a few too many times in where they just don't have any boost, but an opportunity to make a phenomenal play. Squiggly here then, 71 in the tank, pass back, optional. Abs Crazy, he receives it, but he misses it as well. Squiggly dives underneath, Clausey up high to the back, where Rapupi awkwardly floating. Squiggly still in possession.
Look, one of the reasons I was saying that I think this is going to be a very back and forth series is because you can get incredibly dominant series despite close games with enormous consistency in both teams. If one team is just edging out the other, I don't know if we've got that consistency here in these teams, but it is looking like it could prove to be so. This is so close, and yet again, now almost another half game of overtime here at a 1-1 scoreline. I am just overwhelmingly impressed that two teams out of Asia are both at that same very high level of quality right now.
Passive in the attack, waiting it out is OK, let's go. They're pushing. They have been for the entirety of overtime, and a long pinch over the top. That's going to be an awkward bounce. Squiggly is up. Abs Crazy is there for backup, and one that was much needed. Gone. Slow with the play. Wants the boost, but loses control with the ball to Abs Crazy.
Rapupi, important save on the shot from the wall. Gone. The spike! He finds it! Almost 3 minutes of overtime go by, and OK, let's go. Gone as he hammers it home.
Nobody home for They were all on the rotation. None of them could go up. The boo's not there, and if you give Gon a free double tap like that, they're able to sneak this one away, and they lose the second overtime in a row.
And again, like I was talking about, to be able to do this shows massive consistency. I didn't think I would be able to say that. Maybe even into somewhere in the second regional about OK, let's go. They are a new roster. They are coming in and trying to gain that. It's amazing that they have been able to find that well enough to find this close a series and just edge it out in overtime twice.
That's going to be a mental blow for and there needs to be a quick retaliation, maybe even a timeout call. That is still a possibility, and OK, let's go. They're just cruising on through.
It's a tough call to make for that timeout because of that reset that we had as well. Everybody kind of has already cooled off a lot, so they had at least, when we had a fair bit of time taken away from the matches. Abs Crazy starting off pretty hot here though, and that's going to be put away off of a good pass from Clausey.
Oh, that is some venom I've not seen before in this match by They have always had that slower approach to the attack, baiting your opponent and outplay them multiple times. but this was just a rapid shot, no grass grown over it. And they're just going to soul run through to at least a lead.
And you look at these two teams, and they're made from the old 1&E roster as well. RLCS on one side and Squiggly on the other. It's interesting to see that they are turning out to be that kind of second place position, both of them right now, so equally. It's really going to come down to the victor of this match, and it could even things up. If gets on top of this, they are 2 down though. They need 2 here, but it's going to be one step in the right direction. They are on the attack.
This is firing at more cylinders than they were in the previous game.
Oh yeah.
They are rapid, and also in defense they still need to be wary. They're dropping the ball at times. They need to stay on top of their game, because this is also how that overtime ended. One overcommit in the attack and they're all over you.
Gone, getting 2 demos there, setting themselves up. RLCS making a smart decision, just going over one defender, waiting for Squiggly to maybe pass out from his backboard to him. Gone, will have to go up. The 50 comes in. The opportunity for Blue has to be in. It's off the crossbar again. Okay, you have to make those. Gone does eventually.
And then that goes in. I thought for sure this would be challenged. Maybe they didn't see it coming. Maybe no boost to play with. Oh, Abs got Goomba stomped there.
That's a tough situation for AHA, but they kind of let themselves get pushed into that. They didn't have super quick challenges onto anything there, and they let that pressure mount, and eventually you get enough opportunities, you will score, and that was given to OK, let's go there. Oh, the redirect, RLCS.
Not enough oomph behind it. The power was lacking. Abs crazy. Puts up the first stilts in an attack. Blue quickly returned that favor. The far corner, it won't find.
It's going to get past Gone as well. Blue back to that midfield now. Off Clause E from the backboard. As RLCS actually bumps Gone, they will have to reset into defense.
Abs crazy. Maybe a pinch with Clause E. It's on target. RLCS, don't stumble. He doesn't. Keeps up on both of his feet. Gone, that's a side flip, and Abs crazy has a free avenue.
That was a pass back to the attackers here, unfortunately. Gone just... given away there. There was defense coming back around. The rotations were fine. It was other mistakes coming out there, and that does still actually give me a little bit of a hope for OK Let's Go, because those are mistakes that maybe we don't see as much out of OK Let's Go. It's usually rotational or maybe misses on attack, not so much on that defensive side of things.
And mechanical mistakes are one of the hardest, but at the same time easiest to fix, and that's purely because it's entirely ambiguous. If you feel good on the day, you're not going to make any mechanical mistakes, or a very limited amount. And if you're feeling bad, you're going to make a lot of them. I don't know how to make that right, how to get that away. That's such a tough part of it. And that's why on the day mentality can be tough if you lose because of it.
It's so important to kind of reflect on the abilities that you do have and think of the times that you've made those plays as you're coming into a day for these teams. You want to talk about that mental coaching side of things. That kind of preparation for matches is something that Asia's probably going to lack for a little while without that side coming in. But right now, these teams seem to be on top of the mistakes they're making. Gone, nearly finding the angle. There was no pace on it. Gone!
No way.
How do you miss that?
No! There's no way he's just missed that. We were talking about mechanical mistakes, but that is a terrible mistake.
And that's a really dangerous position for OK Let's Go, because yesterday it was kind of started from Gone losing confidence in himself. Those shots really starting to miss a lot. That crossbar, like I was saying, just hating OK Let's Go for a lot of yesterday. There's the bumps. The setup is good. Abs crazy can't be held out of it though, and he will get that passed out to the corner for safety.
If your confidence takes a hit, you could get into a flow of double commit and wanting to prove that you're actually good at this game, instead of giving your teammates the ball when they deserve the ball, when they're in position to take that ball. And Squiggly quickly goes up. 45 seconds is all that they have to hold on to. Abs crazy could be a lot more comfortable, but RLCS will prevent.
It's coming in now. Wiggly with the opportunity if we can take it. Gone. Playing it slow, taking it back to his controller, gets to blue. A big shot downfield won't be a worry, even if it had been on target. But now, look at that kind of back, that slow pace from OK, let's go. They're starting to definitely look on the back foot as they are, but only by 1 point. They have to get that confidence back. They've got 8 seconds to do it. Blue is in position. He's in the corner. Does he find the center? Yes, he does. Oh. It's up. Rapupi to Gone misses it. It's gone to ground, and Abs Crazy may even find one more. No. Gone downfield again.
Surely, okay. Abs was feeling frisky with that one, keeping it up. But they take the match when it's in regulation. I think that's a very smart one. If you lose 2 overtimes in a row, do the forehead play. Just don't go to overtime.
Yeah, you don't want to be in that situation if you can afford it. That's where the nerves come in. And sure, maybe if you are super confident that you're the better mental team, that you can handle that pressure, it actually might be a good choice. But neither of these teams, I think, have a big advantage on that front. It's not pressure necessarily that OK, Let's Go is struggling to deal with. It's their own self-doubts.
I think that self-doubt is the biggest part. It resonates in their defense. They don't really have that confidence in themselves to pull through in tough scenarios, and especially when you miss an open net like that. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah. I mean, like you were saying that it's showing in their defense. It's definitely showing in their offense. I think they missed probably 3 opportunities that at this level should be a guaranteed goal there. And most of it was coming off of Gone. He's not going to be happy, and he has been a weak point for that mental side of things in the past. They have to take this very short break between games to just go, okay, that's one bad game.
Ooh.
We reset now. Let's go again.
I thought you were going to do it. I thought you were going to make the pun. But I'm glad you refrained. This is where the battle of the coaches comes in. Can Misty motivate and lift up Gone again? Sure, he's made a few mistakes. Who cares? This is a new game. You've only lost 1 because of it. And it not only solely due to that, right? It's only a part of why you can see the goals, but there's bigger things at play.
Quickly taps it very, very high for that defense and stays with it. A smart play there on that side of things. He was forced into a tricky position, did his best with it, comes away now. Rapupi running back to defense. He's hesitated. Now it's Abs Crazy's opportunity, and they might be able to even set up again. The pass comes out, the demo, and Gone. It has to be in. Rapupi just in time.
Goes high with it instead of anywhere else where Rapupi wasn't residing, as Gone has an opportunity. Double tap, impossible. We have 0 boost, running on fumes is Clausy, not. Rapupi actually still breaking through Abs Crazy. Good positioning there, and that's where it shows that the more defensive rotation sometimes is worth it.
One thing that's changed from yesterday, even when they are on that back for OK, Let's Go, is the decisions they're making to try and get back in the game. They have not climbed up and gone for super basic plays. They're still using that physical game to try and gain the advantage they need to take more shots. Just even if you're missing, the more opportunities they can create for themselves, the more likely they are to recover that mental game.
This is a good breakaway opportunity. Everybody of OK, Let's Go committing to that attack. They can't break through quickly though, and as soon as they do, they give away possession. Clausy space finds it. Musty directly stopped by Blue.
Blue, a good pass down to Rapupi, who opts for the corner. A good play out. Gone beats the defense there as well, but that attack has to falter eventually. There was just not enough boost to support that high play there. And the rotations had to be so quick. Rapupi, can he get both of them? He's gotten one. It was off the crossbar anyway. Blue sends it off the crossbar again. That backboard taking a beating from OK, Let's Go. The shot is on target. Abs Crazy makes the save again.
He's leaping to the defense time and time again, proving to be a massive player on a crucial one for their success, as Abs Crazy wants to set up an attack here. Can we reach halftime? And it's still all tied up.
Oh, this is nerve-wracking stuff for both sides. It is heating up, not just in my room here, but on the pitch, as we have yet another tied up 0 scoreline, but it's seeming for different reasons this time around. Both teams just absolutely throwing everything at it. Abs Crazy can't make it work either. Causing weaker shots this time might finally let them clear out, but not with misses like that. Flip reset won't be enough, but it does get the squiggly.
And Rapupi going on a boost expedition here all the way in the opposing corner, and Abs Crazy and Squiggly. Blue can't go there. No way Blue can go for Abs Crazy when he has a flip to boot, even though he's so low behind the ball. Squiggly was there for the backup, and Blue was just caught in a tough position.
They couldn't be guaranteed of that low boost condition of his opponent either. I mean, any boost there at all, and it becomes twice as risky again. And like you said, I don't think even with 0 you should be going for that play. I agree with you entirely. So a super tough situation. They fire one back and we're evened up so quickly. Rapupi, the man to make the play.
Squiggly had a boost here, right? Yes. Just mess it up, but I guess that happens and it's all tied up. They want to make it entertaining. They don't want to make this a one-sided affair whatsoever.
Rapupi, another one downfield opportunities, but Abs Crazy there far quicker off of that defensive mark. I don't think there was anything to be done to reach that in time, but it does come back to them in the long run. They have possession back. Blue hesitates on that one, lets it go to Claw Z, and now has to make a defensive touch. It's dangerous. Gon's there.
Squiggly leaving it for Gon. No, that's a dangerous one, but Clawsy still able to catch it. Squiggly taps that out to the side. Rapupi setting up an attack, but Abs Crazy quickly goes down the other end. It's Gon who gets in between. Well, that's somewhat open. Clawsy, hello.
The demo on Blue nearly opened that up for sure, but it's going to be still dangerous. The ball is so oddly slow and awkward right now. Nobody could really make a good play off that.
Clawsy bangs that, lasers it to the side. Squiggly delays his flip to get over one. It should be easily caught by Rapupi. Gon baits in 2 with that up high ball. Rapupi, that's an awkward ground play. Squiggly needs to be careful for boosts and managing that for now.
Coming back upfield again, an opportunity. Rapupi barely getting a touch. Squiggly there to back it up, but Gon is just fast enough. The whole team working together there in panic defense. Gets it away, and we're looking at another, I cannot believe I'm going to say this, overtime. Oh, the bump!
Rapupi, he could end it all here. It's off the crossbar. Gon won't be able to arc around this. Rapupi still causing interference. Blue with a free ball in the center, up to the backboard, set sail, but that sail quickly got punctured all in it, and losers all win. No boost to play with. Rapupi still keeping it up. Squiggly down to the ground.
Blue had boost left on that backboard. Why was he not trying for the second? You have to make that attempt. You've got no time left. Your team is back and already rotated. You have the chance to make that solo play, and it was the only chance they had to finish in regulation time. It's already finished up in 10 seconds of overtime. Claw Z's there.
That is a ripper. 1-3-2. It's all simple as 1-2-3, but it is harder. More power behind it, and they get the second one, and this time they do it in overtime.
Oh man, that was quite the overtime, and it's putting LETSGO in the tough position now. They came into this so hot. Surely we do see timeout here somewhere, surely.
They've got time to play. They could drop another one and still be fine. It's a similar scenario that are in, though, against 3 rats, where all of a sudden you're getting 2 against you after beating them somewhat. I don't know. I'm not even going to say handedly. Not even somewhat. It's a tough position, and I think they should preserve this timeout still. Oh, yeah. I mean, they will need to use it very, very smartly if they go down this next one in particular. I mean, both teams, like you said, in a similar position there. This is tough for both of them, and it was always going to be. It is such an even series. Even when, that moral game got pretty low there, as soon as things start to get awkward, both teams kind of on the same level again. It's as simple as that. We've had 3 overtimes out of a possible 4, and the other one was also pretty much decided at 0 seconds. So the match that's coming up will be for match point, and that's an important one.
Important is the absolute crucial word here. An even game dead on halfway of this series is going to make this game so crucial. Clawzy already looking to push up. It's off the crossbar. He finishes it himself. That's what you want to see out of AHA.
That's a very simple shot, you think. But that redirect by Clawzy to keep your car in the perfect position, otherwise it just flops on backwards, to keep it upwards, to accelerate your car into the play, and to actually find the double tap is a brilliant start by the AHA side. Still a long game ahead.
Abs crazy. In behind it doesn't beat Rapupi. There's more defense to beat, but they do it well. There is style in this AHA team, and the three of them work together to make it happen.
Can't be that, and all of a sudden, they run away with this. Maybe OK, Let's Go did need to call the timeout. Of course, we have no state of affairs regarding their mental game, but it seems to be in a bit of a dumpster. Squiggly scores another.
It is running away so fast. We just got done saying that even at the worst of times, these teams tend to even up because of the awkwardness, and suddenly, out of nowhere, the floodgates open and AHA comes out of those gates swinging.
And this is like watching the hydraulic press channel on AHA or the hydraulic press. OK, Let's Go, or the Candy right now.
It's spilling out.
Yeah, they're getting pushed into bits. They're having a tough time. Abs crazy, another opportunity. Massive flick over the top, but OK, Let's Go quickly need to regain.
They do indeed. As we said, such an important game. You don't want to be down by this much this early. We saw similar stuff from OK, Let's Go last night, and that became worrying very quickly. They only just clawed it back. Squiggly up for that one. Gone in that back line. This might be the kind of situation that we were looking at last night, where that reset from having that timeout helped them so much. They're probably one of the teams that was benefiting the most from it throughout all of our best of sevens so far, and I expect to kind of see that again. This one, once they get this far on the back foot, I do think that OK, Let's Go is a team that struggles to come back from a deep deficit.
Well, Misty did say that he's a mental coach, so at least the majority of his coaching is mental, so that's gonna be coming into effect. It's still looking tough. God, if he can score them back into the game. Flip reset landed. That's crazy chances, just so you think, but Blue, he has to try and force this through.
Promising stuff when gone. The guy who gets demotivated so easily gets onto something with such a high-level play, and it was on target. The defense just holding out, and that's got to be brutal, especially with the clock ticking down to halfway through this match, and they are still 3-0 down. Rapupi is going to leave this one for Gon. The communication is there for them. Does Gon beat out the defense? No, but it does 50 well into their favor, only for a moment. Taken away again. Clawzy, an opportunity, but it's slow and goes out away to the corner.
For goals have already been buried. They don't need any more. They've got enough tragedy brought to the other side. It's OK, Let's Go. They are in need of some pops.
Coming in now again to that midfield area. Can be very, very scary there. Squiggly up again. OK, Let's Go is under attack time and time again, where they need to turn the tide of this.
In the midfield, Clawzy, lovely tap over, elegant. It's not going to bring anything, and well, that's usually how elegance work. It looks good, but realistically, it works the exact same.
I don't even know if I could say that this is all on OK, Let's Go's part here. I mean, they definitely aren't playing exactly the way they were before, but I think this is also the best we've seen out of AHA as well. They are firing on all cylinders, just like you said, and look, they're looking like a V12 right now. A lot of cylinders firing, but no, it's pushed away on goal line. Another chance for Abs Crazy as he tries to fake it down. Clausey has a chance, puts it off the post. Disappointing stuff out of them, but they're still 3-0 up.
So that is the case. Otherwise, this would have been gutting. If they missed so many opportunities where Poopy wants to go quickly, Clausey knows it. He knows that at this point, the only way that OK Let's Go can win is if they're really speedy, jump into every single ball. And they're just taking their time on the side of waiting this one out. A nice 3-0 victory. It's cruising on through.
Squiggly puts it up to the corner. No real pressure here onto OK Let's Go for the moment. And they do take their time, letting Blue chase this downfield. But again, it was a big kind of uncalculated clears downfield. The last time I said that they were able to score, then they are again. Blue finds it. I can't believe I just saw that. 18 seconds probably isn't enough for them to get back into this, but this is a brilliant goal to get them started back into a series.
A beautiful pinch from Blue there with the opponent. Some collaboration going on there. They're in cahoots. And with 18 seconds, the likelihood might be diminishing to 0 quickly if they can put another one in, but that chance is already rapidly down with the timer not being on their side.
Blue brings it up, but there's just no time left in this. It's been actually the first game, I would say, really, truly dominant by one side. AHA played out of their minds. And whether it's or the 4 letters doing them well enough with a 2-goal lead coming into this.
These teams, if you combine them, that's basically my response when my mother is talking to me and I'm not paying attention. Okay.
Yeah. No. Sorry, what did you say? I wasn't really listening to you casting there.
Yeah. So, you want to do the dishes? Okay. And then I don't do them, and it's like, okay, yeah.
Look,
clap now, kid.
I mean, it is kind of a low ending to a game that was supposed to be very, very hyped up because OK Let's Go kind of came out in that way in the long run, but it was that important match, and it came out as such an important match for that they are now in front. They are on match point, and as a result, we are going to see a timeout here.
That's no surprise to anyone back at home and to us. It's something that was imminent. It was coming. We all knew it. It was the next logical step. If you lose 3 in a row, you have to call the timeout. You can't think, we'll regain, especially after a terrible start like this.
Well, I mean, terrible starts. They did have some promise. Like, we saw good stuff out of OK Let's Go there, even if it wasn't their best game. I actually don't think it was their worst either, and the awkwardness of the last match that we saw out of them that was bad kind of kept them a little bit safe there. Look, it's so strange that we're talking about massive dominance out of only a 2-goal win, but this is the most dominant we've seen this series be. The teams are so even that, look, this reset could mean everything.
But those 3 goals were in like the first 30 seconds or so. They were rapid, and so the rest of the match, it was just OK Let's Go breathing in dirty air from the motor of and trying to surpass them.
I mean, look, they were firing on all cylinders and there was a lot of dirty air to breathe. It's going to be a tough one to overcome mentally, even with that break. I do hope OK Let's Go can get back into this, send us to a Game 7, because I've never seen a matchup that deserved a Game 7 like this one does, that these teams so unbelievably close to each other. And they were from the beginning. We maybe just didn't know it.
Well, we do go back to Neo Tokyo. So last time it didn't really bring anything special. It's closer to their home. It doesn't matter, though. I think they are all comfortable with how they're playing already. OK Let's Go can make some tiny adjustments, and I think that mainly has to do with bringing the aggression into the attack.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they were on the back foot for most of that, and that allowed those kind of 3 early goals in particular to come out. Even from that point on, if you're on the defense most of the time, you're not going to be scoring, are you? You need to be in the opponent's half to shoot those on target. You've got to be drawing out the defenders, and they've had a tough time doing that despite actually doing a lot of the right things. AHA has been very, very solid on that front.
Squiggly. This should be a strong start, a strong showing for OK, let's go. Gon has an opportunity. It's a strong ball up high. Apps Crazy. It's able to reach, and it's at least OK, let's go showing offensive pressure, right? Resetting.
I am there for a moment. We're back in this now, and just in time as AHA takes a shot. Claw Z, one to make that shot, comes away now, and it's back and forth off of the start of this. These teams back at each other's throats right now. This is what we want to see. Oh, the shot, the angle!
There they go.
Finds it.
That is a angle and a half. Gone with the whip up with help of Abs Crazy. It's still onto the side, and Blue is able to pop it in. Good start.
A very, very good start, but with some contest on them, there were already pushes back from AHA. I don't expect this to be an easy game, even after that kind of reset, that time they've had to make use of. Now, the opportunity is in OK, Let's Go's hands, though, to take us to Game 7. They have to win 2 in a row here for Poopy. Good control, turning on that well. Gon is up, trying to keep it slow and high to make use of his teammates. It's going to get back to Blue eventually.
That's crazy. That's not what he was looking for. Squiggly would love more boost in the tank. Just has to go up either way. Gone past it. That's a nice sail around, and the likelihood of going to Game 7 has increased.
Yeah, increased dramatically. A 2-goal lead has been enough to win this most of the time so far, if not every time, I think. And OK, Let's Go coming out of that with that lead as well is so promising for them. They do well on the upper hand, and they manage to usually hold on to a scoreline that's positive for them, where they do not like that deficit, and right now they don't have a deficit to beat. Another one. They're loving it.
I think Squiggly was standing still there. Squiggly seemed to be very AFK in this play. I'm not too sure what was going on there. It's unfortunate to see that internet of just not holding up. Can you imagine that this is decided by very simple internet?
Very, very simple, and it's so intense. There's still packet loss on the sides here of AHA, and look, they're going to need everything to be as perfect as they possibly can. 3-0 is a tough beat, and this time around, I don't think we're resetting that last goal.
I don't know. We're gonna see,
haven't
but
been
it's
told we are yet.
Amazon up in here with the amount of packet loss. Is that any good?
I'm struggling to process that. That's yeah. I'm waiting on some stuff at the moment. Just look, I'm just hoping you haven't jinxed anything for me. All right. We're gonna move on quickly away from talking about my postal service that's coming to me before I lose something indefinitely. And right now, what's being lost is OK, Let's Go's mines. They are going off.
It's getting lost in the sauce. It's yet again one of those scenarios, now especially that you're up or you're down roll, and you also have to deal with little shafts. So taking so many things, different scenarios to try and keep up your momentum, that's going to be a rough one.
It is, and now they're in a similar situation to, well, exactly the situation that OK, Let's Go was in last time, and 3 relatively early in the game goals here. This is really, really tough for AHA. Look, they have one to lose here, though, and they may even opt to take their own timeout after that point in time.
The counter...
Oh, we are resetting that goal.
I guess... Okay. I guess I shouldn't have talked about packet loss and then experienced it more. That was some interesting moment.
Yeah, apparently we're having a few little issues here, but look, we'll get through it just like the players will, and we will be resetting here to 3 minutes 20 on the clock, 2-0 here, so still an advantage for OK, let's go, but an opportunity for AHA to conquer that 2-0 lead is not insurmountable.
Certainly not. No, he can definitely bring it back. What is a trend you would like to see brought back?
A trend, what, in the game?
Just in general. You don't even have
more
to
rule
answer.
ones. I need to see more rule ones.
Okay. Well, let's get that then. We're back and we resume. The goal is reset and Apps Crazies get the first play of the game.
Less own goals, please. Still on that trend here in Asia, so getting away from that. But like you said, back into this game now. Awkward for Rapoopy. It will get away from him. Apps Crazy. Ooh, smart play there from Gon, and it pinches long. We almost got a rule one. Oh.
Fair enough, Apps Crazy. Fair enough, but crazy that it happened like a minute after you said it.
Really, it is. I'm a mind reader. I see. You don't go against my predictions. If I was wrong, it was because I intended to be.
Oh yeah, bring the variety. Apps Crazy surely is gonna make the argument that that was meant to be the case as well, of him just leaving the play and that as well, missing it. Clausey still has an opportunity. Everybody's diving into this. Gold simply clears it out and links it across the pitch.
Oh, he can't get it on top of himself. Does well anyway, almost getting it past Squiggly, but Squiggly enough, just barely, to bring that away from his own post and actually start a counter-attack now. Squiggly again off of that backboard. Clausey looking for somebody, but the defense is holding for OK, let's go. Go on, a great pass out to Blue, and they should be able to clear this. The fake pass across, actually going the wrong way. Oh, a great touch on Rapoopy.
Zero boost. I look at that, I see an own goal, but he proved everybody different. He can clear it out even when he has zero boost. Apps Crazy down into the hands of Gon. He will try and fire one at the net. Clausey, Squiggly to put a goal in right now. That will turn the tide in not your favor, but at least you get some more waves.
And those kind of waves, those disruptive waves, are exactly what you need to get back into this. Unfortunately, the timer does keep ticking. This is brilliant stuff. Gon heading to his opponent's backboard. Not really able to get much purchase on that, and they will falter in attack.
Gon out wide. Clausey following up Rapoopy, leaving him with a little love tap. That's going to do more damage. And then a good infield pass to Squiggly. Almost did a perfect job for them. Rapoopy out wide. Squiggly with a bump. Clausey up high. They're playing defensive, and OK, let's go are intervening everywhere.
Now, coming back down again, Rapoopy with another chance will go away. Blue onto this. A bit awkward, though, and Squiggly in behind it. We'll chase it forward. It keeps changing hands. The next goal could be anyone's, but it has to be AHA's to continue this. It's not. Blue has just locked this game out and sent us to a game 7. 3 goals up. It would be about 10 seconds a goal now to come back from this.
Great math. Where'd you learn that?
11. All right. Okay. All right. You go to college, some maths degree, fancy boy.
Well, that's not a maths degree, mate. This is the 3rd time I'm doing that same math subject. It's not going great. Oh, that's also not great. They're on track.
They are indeed. They've got some maths behind them as well, and Clausey is the one calculating the numbers well in the long run. 89k an hour. Another good set of numbers there to send it into the net.
Oh, here we go. Another kickoff goal, and they're actually back into this. This is sailing on. Squiggly actually to the backward. Can they score?
Oh,
this is an opportunity.
No! You don't do this. This is insane. Nobody's been able to score this quickly in the series. Full stop. Both teams were able to get an early start with a 3-goal lead back to back here. And then suddenly one team might actually be able to claw this back. Less than 20 seconds to do so. The pass comes out. Squiggly is going to go under it. Clausey does take it in the double commit. Like you said, the bump isn't there. Blue will be able to clear it away with dying seconds. They only have to hold this out. I thought this was going to be a 3-0 victory.
Wait!
Nothing left in the tank. We'll find ground, and okay, let's go. Do actually successfully take us to game 7.
All right, cheers for that last-minute hard drop. That was a 3v1 at the end there. They could not outplay the final defender with the 3 of them. They were stumbling among themselves. Who should take the shot? Who should go for the bump? Who should go for the pass opportunity? They could not find the correct position, and they squandered that final opportunity. But that does mean we have a game 7. Game 7.
It was expected from game 1, really. I mean, you see 2 back-to-back overtimes and another along the way. It's been an insane series to not make it the full best of 7. Let's be honest here. These teams, they don't get much closer than this, and both of them are competing for a second place spot here at the very least. They have to go up against 3 rats. Whoever wins this after this match.
Champions Field, it is aesthetically pleasing, but the atmosphere is ominous. You are under the gun and you have to wiggle yourself out from a chokehold that your opponent has put you in 3 times, but you've also managed to win 3 rounds against your opponent. It will be a battle to the death, and Ab's crazy. He's the first one to bite the dust.
Poopy now with control. Okay, let's go. Need as strong a start as they had last time if they want to take this confidently. All they have to do is keep up what they were doing at the end of that last game, and they will have this one in the bag. It could go either way here.
Poopy goes the other way. Backs up, a little 3-point turn. You learn that at your driving lessons. Closey rips one to the backboard. Gone. This is the moment where he has to step up mentally. No doubt in yourself. Just think you're the best player on the pitch and show these fools that that is the case. Rapoopy, no musty.
But Rapoopy has clearly taken some defensive driving courses there as well, because he does get it away to his opponent's side, and they may still be able to mount an attack here. They have to get it past Abs Crazy, though. In that midfield, it will be Clawsy picking it up. Gone. Will hit that, but it's going to go low. He has to get it again. He does. Pushes forward. One man taking it up. Field past most of the team. Almost the third, but on 0 boost. Gone will get beaten out, and now the defense comes on for AHA.
Blue up high. Wants to buy his team some time to get some boost and potentially continue the attack. Oh, this is terribly awkward by Gun. He gets the touch and actually a follow-up. A nice recovery. But that was not the best line that he could have taken. Abs Crazy. Nicely recovering. Squiggly. Making sure Blue needs a mechanic. Gun. Still keeping it in. That's an awkward touch.
Very awkward. Gone. Oh, the miss. Rapoopy's there. Clawsy. A miracle save. Surely with the options you make that work, but just too much covered by the defense. Oh no.
That's open. That's in. That's free dinner for Abs Crazy. He just pulled up at the pickup place, grabbed a random order and ran away with it.
It's oh no for okay, let's go, but it's AHA for AHA. Coming in very hot onto that 112k an hour. The finishing touch will make it, and AHA up by only 1 here though, and this is going to be the game. You're gonna need more than 1. Loser,
of course, is knocked out. This is still the lower final. The winner up against 3 rats. They've been undominable. Well, this is the first step towards gaining that confidence to try and take them down. Blue goes out wide.
Remembering here that the winner of this guarantees themselves 300 points in this and a $3,000 share in the prize pool today. It's an important victory to make, more than doubling, well, not quite doubling, sorry. 3rd place here, which will be the loser of this match. There's a lot on the line here. Rapoopy is trying to earn it for them. He needs to make a good touch here. He can't get it past Clawsy. It will make it to Blue. Out to the midfield. Rapoopy up again for the 50. It gets to Gon. They cannot get it past this midfield line.
That's crazy. Soft touch up forward. Squiggly dispossesses Blue, and Gon takes it up to the skies. Wants to do it solo. He's got confidence, but Abs Crazy is there for the stoppage. Blue still into the midfield. Rapupi goes high, wants to follow up, pass towards Gon, can't reach it.
A little long and high there for a reachable pass, realistically. Nearly the mental game coming out of Abs Crazy there. The attempt was good. Oh, the pinch is better. Rapupi, can he follow it to the backboard? Abs Crazy there in time. Blue tries for the angle that turns into a 50 that goes well. Gone! At the moment, even with 1.2 left.
That is a cracking shot by Gon, and right now in this Game 7, he prospers. He puts his flag here, and he makes himself known for the tie-up. And Game 7, overtime, it's somewhere on the horizon. It's still far away, but it could be.
Coming in here, trying to guarantee at least a second place spot. Still anyone's game. Blue doesn't quite get the flick he was looking for. It comes back to Gon though. A pass back to Blue in their opponent's corner. Clever play, not enough to beat out the combination of Squiggly, and I think that was Claw Z. Comes in now to that corner again. It's all okay. Let's Go's attack right now. That's a good pass in. Rapupi fakes out one. It's high enough to beat the second, but the third defender there in time.
A mistake right now. That's going to be costly. That's going to hurt, resonate, ring through for the rest of the split. A mistake here to get back to that final. Claw Z takes a touch inwards, meets Rapupi. It's a decent 50.
Blue now on that, a good control over that ball to get it forward to that midfield line, and now they are struggling. Now, okay, let's go actually under fire here. Blue gets back in time to kind of take that pressure off of them very, very quickly. We're looking down the barrel of yet another overtime here in Game 7. This is as close as it gets. The stakes are so high for these guys. It will be overtime.
One goal to this side. This entire series, it could not be more fitting. This is what they've lived up to. The hype surrounding this matchup has been met. Now it's time for one to finish. Go with a mistake, and his team could clear it.
I thought we were going to see the 10-second overtime yet again, but as it keeps coming off the crossbar, it may well yet still be the full 2.5 that we saw from earlier. This is going to take everything in either team's power. The demo there will not matter if Rapupi gets the pass in for them. It's going to be over. Abs Crazy follows it down. A big mistake from OK Let's Go. Passes up to Claw Z. It comes back down. Abs Crazy there in time. Sent home, and the series is closed out by the closest of margins.
Twice have OK Let's Go met with the Grim Reaper and closed the door on him. Third time, that Grim Reaper was